Hey everybody, welcome. It's Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. Good to have you here today. I've got the new Cobra LTD X Iron to tell you all about. Stay tuned. So everybody, good to be back. Just got in some new Cobra products. Haven't been around much doing any YouTube, so apologies for that. Just been busy with other stuff. But I'm only posting stuff when I get new equipment coming in. So really exciting to get the new Cobra range in, the LTD X. Just want to give you a little bit of background on the iron. We're not going to dive into it in too much depth. I think if you want to find out all the tech and the spec, easiest thing is just to go onto the website and sort of read all about it. But we'll flash up some images and we'll just take you through a few bullet points on what they've done. So their taglines are more flexible for more speed. We've got this PWR core system, which creates their most flexible iron design for increased speed. And you're going to see some ball speed in a minute when we hit a few shots. Construction features a steel core bar that positions the CG, center of gravity, behind the hitting zone to transfer more power to the ball. And blah, 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 blah. Loads more stuff I could bore you with on that, which I won't. Just dropping down onto this one, longer distance, higher launch. The largest PWR shell face increases the zone for maximum ball speed. 23% larger thin area to increase speed away from the center. So if you get some off-center hits, bit heely, bit toe, bit low, bit high, the ball speed will keep up across the face. The rad speed was a great iron, and this is as well. I've just got one big problem with this iron. This is what I want to show you. Let's just look at the specs of this. I'm going to put them up on the screen as I chat to you. I'll be in the background chatting away. So if we go to the 7-iron loft on this club, we are down at 26.5 degrees of loft. 26.5. Now, 29.5, 30's become the norm on a standard sort of cavity back, but we're now down at 26.5 degrees, which is just crazy. The pitching wedge loft, which would normally be coming in at 44, I guess on a modern cavity back set, sometimes 45, we're talking 41.5 degrees on a pitching wedge. You then got to go to a gap wedge, which is 47.5 degrees, and then to a sand wedge, which is 54. You know, so we're opening up a 6.5 degree gap between the pitching wedge and the gap wedge and the sand wedge. Bonkers. So, you know, Cobra, I love you as a company, and I think you make some great products, but don't you think this is just getting a bit silly, folks? You know, just cranking loft, creating bigger gaps at that end of the market. Hey, we're going to hit it in a minute, and you're going to see something quite surprising, but not surprising in a way. I'm going to be hitting this 7-iron 200 yards. I kid you not. And with my normal set of Ping S56s that I use, you know, I'm around about 160, maybe 165. I'll really, really nail one, but you know, I'm at 200 yards. So this isn't a 7-iron. You know, it's a 6-iron, and it's a strong one at that with very fast ball speed. So I like the club. We're going to hit some shots, and we'll go from there. Okay, time to hit this new Cobra LTD X 7-iron. Not really a 7-iron, is it? 26.5 degree loft. Got some premium golf balls down on that, mixture of Mizunos and Callaways. And I've got a green set down here on GC2 at 200 yards. Yeah, 200 yards. I've hit a few warm-up shots. Oh, didn't tell you about the shaft. We've got a KBS S-taper light in stiff, standard length, standard lie. Let's go. Here we are. It's pretty much exactly what I saw when I was testing the other day. Let's bring you up some numbers here over on the side. So 89 miles an hour of club speed give me a 124 ball speed. I had a carry distance of 184 yards. Total predicted distance, dependent on run-out conditions, 203. Backspin rate of 4,200 with a launch angle of 14. It sounds like I'm having a go at this club, and I kind of am, and I'm not, which doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? it's a very well designed golf club. If you're looking to get some big ball speeds, maximum distances, this is the club which is going to do it. And I know why Cobra have produced this model, because, you know, TaylorMade, Callaway, they're all going to have a club in their range where the lofts are cranked and the faces are hot, and it's all about distance, isn't it? So, you know, the eternal quest for distance. But the problem you're going to get with these very strong lofted clubs is that a lot of golfers won't be able to hit a 5-iron. They won't be able to launch a 5-iron because the loft's so strong and the backspin is going to be so low. So they're going to have to go to hybrids. Yeah, and then you've got these big gaps appearing at the other end where your pitching wedge is 41.5 degrees or whatever it is. So let's hit another one. That wasn't such a good strike. Came a little bit off the toe. So the distance will come off on this one. But even so, you know, for a mishit shot there, I've still got it out there 182 yards, which is, it's a big old hit for, say, what is a 7-iron but isn't really a 7-iron. A little bit more out the middle but pushed. Nothing as good as that first shot I've hit. Let's see if I can get one turning over a little bit. This is just club face opening up a little bit on me. Let's try and release one. It's a little bit better. A bit more of the natural shape. So again, not quite 200 yards, but 174 carry, 192 yards total. You know, and I'm swinging at 87 miles an hour. If I really went after one of these and got that club speed up into the 90s, then this is where we'll start seeing these crazy long distances. 4,000 revs of backspin on that last one. Oh, now that's an absolute beauty to try and test the playability of the club. Couldn't have hit that much thinner. Hit it off like the first bottom groove. Still carried 176 yards. Still went 196 total and still hit target. There's my club speed, 96 miles an hour. Well out of control for me, that one. So, on one hand, if you're looking for distance and you want to hit the ball as far as you can, this club is brilliant. You know, it's very well designed. You know, the forgiveness, as I just proved, is immense. It's got milled face. It feels pretty good coming off the face. But just be warned, there will be some issues potentially trying to launch the ball and get it to stop with the long irons, and you've got some big gaps at the other end to deal with. It's a really fun golf club to hit, so it sounds like I'm knocking this club, and I'm just putting my views out there. You know, I'm always honest. Will I sell this club? Yeah. You know, if somebody walks in the door and says, I want to hit the ball a bit further, I'll be quite honest with them. I'll tell them why they're hitting the ball further, because the lofts are just cranked. But put that to one side, it is creating some very hot ball speeds off the club face. Price wise, I think we'll be looking at around about just under £800 for a set of 7-irons. So 5 to sand wedge, 4 to pitching wedge, I reckon £7.99. Full custom fit, Cobra Connect grips in here with the Arcos sort of system in there, which is really good. Great range of premium shafts. I've just had my first hit with the LTD driver, which, wow, very impressive. I will be posting a video on that in the next few days, hopefully. So there we go. Love to get your comments on what you think about these strong lofted irons, which, you know, are normal now in some respects, aren't they? Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea, or could you not care less, really? Hey, thanks for watching the review today. I'm Andrew Ainsworth. I'll see you all again soon.